Central Jersey. We meet every Wednesday at this time, 8 a.m. to network, grow each other's business, and support each other. We have one featured presenter each week, and we have guests. Everyone is welcome. Anyone can join at any time. So with that, we always want to start out by giving respect and shouting out to others who've done good for us this last week or so. Does anyone have anyone they want to address today?
I'll go with Drew. That's all right.
Please do.
Yeah, Drew Duraney. He's Schoolie Mitchell. He's got a great team over there. They comb through all of your bills to see where they can help save you money. I've been really impressed with just how thorough and detailed they are. That's it. He's done a good job for us. There's still some stuff we need to work through, but I'm very impressed with his team and their service.
Excellent. Anyone else?
I have one for Lisa.
Go ahead.
So last week we called Lisa because we were like, we just feel like we're dragging all the time and tired. And we just thought, even though we eat well, we probably aren't eating well enough. And with Lisa always giving us so much great information on health and her plan and all the supplements, we thought, let's give it a try. So she was so great and responsive. She sent us videos and success stories. We had a conversation the very next day, and then we ordered them that night, and we already got them. We started today, Lisa.
Excellent. Great.
So, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. So with that, we'll start with our featured presentation, and that is Tracy. Tracy, do you want to share a screen? You should be able to share a screen if you're sharing something, or if you're just going to present direct.
Sure. Yep. I'm going to share. Okay. Okay. You guys can see that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Most of you know me by now, Tracy Spiaggia. I'm a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, a national board certified health and wellness coach, and an AIM and clinic brain health specialist, and also working on my mental health coach certification through AACC. Today, I'm just going to talk very briefly about the most common mental health struggles that we're facing today. And, when people hear mental health, they're going to think anxiety, depression, and perhaps even ADHD, with how common it has unfortunately become, most especially among our youth. So the first slide is just kind of like defining it. What is anxiety? Just a feeling of worry, nervousness, unease, typically about, an imminent event or something that has an uncertain outcome. And the psychiatric definition is somewhat similar, but it needs to be a certain kind of severity and have a certain level of longstanding. And it also adds to it panic attacks, which are incredibly common with people who do suffer from anxiety. And depression is, I'm sure that whenever you hear these two terms, you kind of link them together, but it's kind of what comes first, the chicken or the egg. And for everybody, it's individual. Some people have depression because of chronic anxiety, and some people have chronic anxiety because of depression. They usually do manifest together, but one is more dominant depending on the person. Depression is a constant feeling of sadness and loss of interest, and it stops you from doing your normal activities. Definitely can bring low self-esteem, low self-worth, and a person's inability to enjoy their life. So this is like a little bit unsettling, just kind of some of the statistics. I feel like I'm skipping some slides, but whatever. ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, is prevalent among adults and children. I believe it's something that has probably been around for quite some time, but only in recent decades has kind of come to the forefront because of the learning challenges, behavior challenges among our youth. So, that's when we usually tend to kind of turn a focus and try to uncover root drivers and therapies to support people who are suffering. But if you take a look at these numbers here, kids aged 2 to 17, 6.1 million of them have a diagnosis of ADHD. Imagine those who have never sought treatment or have never had an official diagnosis. You look at the others, like 4.5 million have a diagnosed behavior problem, 4.4 million anxiety, 1.9 million depression. And I really do believe that these numbers are quite low. It always takes the government time to kind of collect their data, curate them, and publish them as what's real. So I think these numbers are actually low. But when you look at that, it's staggering, isn't it? I mean, just thinking of all of these kids and frankly, adults as well, who are having a really difficult time just managing day-to-day life. What are some of the symptoms? I mean, I'm not going to go through them all. These are some slides that I use for a pretty lengthy presentation, but some of these you might not contribute to anxiety, depression, ADHD, things like maybe isolation or memory loss or brain fog. Digestive issues is a tremendous indicator of mental health struggle. Some of these are a little on the obvious side. People who self-harm, clearly they're struggling mentally, but things like dizziness, lightheadedness, shortness of breath, chest pain, hives, acne, these are all indicators of chronic inflammation that has made its way up through the brain-blood barrier and into the brain. These are some of the symptoms that go along with ADHD. So inattentiveness, having a short attention span, easily distracted, making they say making careless mistakes. It's a little off-putting to me, that definition, that characterization, because they're not being careless. It's just that their brain has a very difficult time fixating and honing in on one task at a time and staying there for a long time. So it's not carelessness so much as the brain really kind of can't hang out there very long. Maybe you guys read some of these symptoms. If you have children, maybe this will help kind of turn your paradigm just a tiny bit. And instead of categorizing them as like, why can't you just do X, Y, Z? Maybe they truly can't. Maybe their brain really is having a very difficult time going through the day and performing tasks that most of us with healthy brains, we kind of take for granted and think everybody ought to be able to. This is kind of the tragedy about brain health, is it's an organ no different than any other organ in the body. Yet when it isn't performing optimally, there's a stigma and a shame that's attached to it. And to me, that is just literally heartbreaking for me. There's all kinds of support groups for all different types of struggles of organs within the body. But when it comes to the brain, they're typically private groups that you have to answer certain questions of confidentiality and making sure that you're going to be gentle with your words in the group, which is a great thing. But my point is, there's such a stigma around a brain that is struggling that really, to me, that undergirds everything. It impedes the progress that we're making as a people, because we won't openly talk about a brain that's showing up in a way that's unhelpful. So that's something I do hope in short order gets changed, that people are willing to admit, yeah, you know what, like my brain's not really showing up that fantastic. We have no problem saying my heart's beating out of rhythm, or I'm getting shortness of breath, or I have digestive trouble. But when it comes to the brain, we struggle with that. Some of these, there's a couple pages here that we'll go through, and I won't obviously identify them all, but maybe you're unaware of some of the potential triggers of a brain that is struggling. There's an autonomic nervous system nature called highly sensitive personality, where that person's sympathetic nervous system is much more easily overwhelmed than a non-HSP nervous system person. It's just in nature. It's not a disorder in any way, shape, or form. It's just a nature that is just now really starting to have practitioners and experts in the field lend their ear to considering it as a big part of the puzzle here. We think about what has significantly changed over the last couple of decades to cause these numbers to skyrocket. Well, naturally, we're going to think of social media and social pressures that exist in our youth today. That's frankly, they didn't exist when we were young. They were not there. We had our opportunity to go back to our homes and kind of escape the nonsense of school, let our bodies decompress, and then you pony up and you go back. But the kids today have literally no escape. It's 24/7, 365 assault on their mind, on their self-worth. And it's a huge, in my opinion, it's one of the huge contributors of the mental health crisis that we're experiencing now. Sleeplessness is gigantic. I mean, I could spend 10 hours just training you up on the criticalness of sleep, quality sleep that goes through the cycles and goes through its rhythms so the brain can clean itself and heal itself. But we are living in a society that is so chronically sleep deprived. The brain has no shot at showing up well. And it's not like, well, I'll sleep on the weekend. The physiology of the brain doesn't work that way. It's accumulation night after night. So it's not like you can be a jerk to your spouse Monday through Friday and then you go make up for it on the weekend. Like it just doesn't work like that. And neither does the brain. So that's another really significant contributor. And my goodness, of course, the diet that we are all consuming, adults and children alike, it is so incredibly toxic, so neuroinflammatory, so gut destroying that it is a wonder. I feel like it's a wonder that any of us are able to show up as strong as we do. But it's really for children whose physiology is in its most metabolically active season of life. They are building their bodies on the raw material of McDonald's. So how can we expect anything other than a body that's really struggling to do what it's designed to do?
1 minute left.
What's that?
1 minute left.
Okay. Wow, that was fast 10 minutes. All right. So I'm just going to skip through and just kind of get to the point. So, when we talk about brain development, we are different from all other created things, in that we have this frontal lobe that gives us executive functioning. And I think one of the great takeaways, if you are a parent of younger children, know that the frontal lobe does not fully develop in a female till around 25 and in males around 28. That means the brain is not fully myelinated. It is not ready to rock and roll like a full-blown adult. So if you have a later teen or even an early 20-year-old, they're still developing. Their brain is still coming online. So maybe take that into consideration as you process their behaviors. We talked about stress and the need for functional medicine, which is what I do. I take a look at the biology, the psychology, the relationships, the lifestyle, the genetic environment, their physical environment, their careers. I look at all of these facets of their life and try to come up with all of the drivers that are contributing to their brain challenges. And we work together to heal the whole life. And that's why I feel, there's tons of supports here and we won't go through these, but to me, the missing piece to the mental health story is the biological, the lifestyle, the way that we're living. And I feel like treating mental illness with talk therapy and pharmaceuticals alone is incomplete, and it ignores the body's needs and it ignores the human experience in its totality. And I think in order to honor a person who's struggling, we need to take a step back and appreciate that every single symptom that the body gives us is an alarm bell. It's not that the body is being difficult or non-compliant. It's actually the opposite. We're not living in alignment with the needs of the body. And if we can look at symptoms with curiosity instead of frustration because they're slowing us down, we can really step into a place of healing that will last you a lifetime, as opposed to just symptom management. So hopefully that's like the takeaway, that you'll begin to get curious about that chronic thing that's been showing up in your life. And instead of being so frustrated by it and doing everything you can to either ignore or make it shut up, get curious about it and ask your body and your brain what it is that they need and give that to it.
Amazing.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tracy. So any questions?
Tracy, I have a question. How young do you start working with teens?
That's a great question, Desiree. I start with moms who are considering being pregnant, all the way up to the pregnancy, to a newborn, all the way up to people who have, kids in their in their 20s even. And then I also work with adults. Anybody who wants to learn more about the brain and how to live a gut brain healthy lifestyle, and somebody with younger children, I mean, that's the ideal person, because we can get in front of it before you're trying to retroactively heal. You can be a proactive partner in living a lifestyle that will hopefully avert some of these really hard experiences.
Sure. And do you charge hourly, or is it more of like a monthly thing?
It is a monthly thing. I mean, there are some people who would prefer the hourly experience. It's more cost effective to do a monthly experience, because with that kind of commitment, the rates are somewhat lower as opposed to a one-off, visit, which I do offer. But, the thing about health and wellness coaching is it's a commitment, it's a partnership. So I really try to encourage people to really just get invested, not only with their finances, but with their whole heart, and get them excited about filling a new toolbox that they can use the rest of their lives.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
Hey, Tracy. Tracy, I just want to ask too, so you mentioned social media, which I totally agree with. And I think not only is it never shut off, but it's multiplied, right? So much. Do you think that the pandemic has also caused?
I think the pandemic has turned people inside out. Nothing will kill us faster than isolation and loneliness. And there's scientific studies that will corroborate that statement. We are relational beings. And when we go for long stretches of time without one anothering, we die. Look at, they really don't put people in isolation that much anymore in the prison system. I mean, even for convicted murderers, they feel like that's too cruel of a punishment. So the pandemic has been, it really has brought to the surface really the numbers of people who have been suffering low grade and adopted some coping skills, but really those coping skills kind of buckled under the weight of the loneliness and the isolation of this long season. So, yeah.
So just one more thing. Thank you. And I got a notification that today's your birthday. So happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm in the 50 club now.
Welcome.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so Jim, in 30 seconds or left, do you want to explain who it is and what you do, who you are and what you do, sir?
Sure. Jim Venezia, Phoenix Insurance Group. And first, thanks, Drew, for bringing me to the meeting today. Much appreciated. Jim Venezia, Phoenix Insurance Group, commercial insurance and risk management professional. Kind of working primarily in a vertical of cyber risk and innovation risk, and have been in the industry for somewhere in the neighborhood of 36, 37 years at this point.
Excellent. I think Julio dropped off. Gail, do you want to introduce yourself and what it is you do?
Sure. I just wanted to thank you really quickly to Karen for inviting me, and thank you, Tracy, for that amazing presentation. So eye-opening and so lot to think about today. As for me, my name is Gail Gunn. I'm an organizing strategist, and I bring together a fusion of organizing, coaching, and design to awaken a person's mind, body, spirit, and space connection. I primarily work with women and new home-based entrepreneurs, helping them to let go of what no longer serves them so they can clear the clutter from their space and their life. Thank you so much for having me.
Problem. And finally, I think Julio came back. Julio, are you there real quick? Julio?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Good. Can you 30 seconds or less say exactly what it is you do, who you are, and what you do?
We provide all the kind of security services for home and business. We provide we provide low voltage routing, switches, wireless, most of the house for the outside for the city. Lost the signal when the phone. We provide antenna, all the wireless phone line, low voltage for using New York and PA. We have the license for the state.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And so my name is Dennis Harabin. I am the managing partner for Relax Tax. And what we do is we obsess about helping people to retain more of what they earn. We take a holistic approach to do that. And one thing in particular that we like to do is focus on the available tax credits that may be available to small business owners that aren't aware that they exist. In particular, business owners that are under $1 million in revenue. There's distinct tools and credits out there to be able to help you to modernize your business, especially as the pandemic has hit and businesses have needed to go online more. So if you want to retain more of what you earn so that you can spend it however you choose to spend it rather than wasting it to the government. Next up, we have Paul.
Good morning, everybody. Paul Tabman from Digital Maestro, where we harmonize your online strategy. We work with businesses to get them the visibility that they need and that they deserve online. We do that primarily in a couple different ways. Number one is we work on the website. If it's a new company that's just starting out and they don't have a presence online, we'll work with them to build them a website that they love and is a marketing machine for them. We also do website management plans, meaning maintenance and care packages to make sure that the sites are up and running smoothly, optimizing database, taking care of all the security and the SEO. So Paul Talbot from Digital Maestro, again, where we harmonize your online strategy. Lisa is next.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Dvorin, and I am passionate about health and wellness and helping folks lose weight and feel great again. I took back my health over 3 years ago, and I made small changes and shifts in my daily habits, and they resulted in really big changes in my everyday, how I feel and my energy levels. We have a community that is there to cheer you on and share tips and tricks and education. I'm associated with a amazing wellness company called Vfinity that makes just a handful of products that you can pick and choose from that will never do your body harm. They use high quality ingredients, and they'll take your health to a whole new level. You know, we're heading into the holidays. I'd love to help you with tips and tricks. Reach out, stay healthy, livebetter.com. And next up is Candido.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Candido Rodriguez. I'm a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual. And what we do is help business owners and families close the gap between their dreams and aspirations and their finances. We make sure that we do that through developing a personalized plan that helps them set the stage and set the steps that will take them ever that they've been before, whether it is on benefit planning, retirement, or education planning. We'll help them get there by planning today while planning for the future while living today. So my name is Candido. Next on this is Desiree.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Desiree Hellick, and I'm the owner of Clarence Services, which is a marketing agency for startups and small businesses. And we help our clients realize that they don't have to boil the ocean to have an effective growth plan for their business. We do anything from email marketing campaigns, doodle videos, social media maintenance, any type of content marketing, and fractional chief marketing officer services. We also have a 5-minute marketing with Clarence series on YouTube that gives you tips and tricks on how to grow your business. And you can find more information at clarenceservices.com. Next up is Jonas.
Hi, I'm Jonas DeVita. I'm the owner of Access Commercial Door. We are a commercial door and hardware company in Raritan, New Jersey. We work exclusively with commercial environments, so general contractors and some end users. So we do a lot. And we are a factory direct supplier of doors, frames, and hardware. We have a team of technicians on staff that can fabricate doors in the shop as well as do installations. Yeah, we do a lot of work in pharma. So if anybody knows any general contractors working in that space, let us know. Up next is George Kizo.
George isn't here today. George runs Caring Transitions of Somerset County, and their focus is in decluttering, helping elderly people to move, anyone of any age actually, to move out and return the stuff that you have, your clutter, into cash. Ooh. Next up, we have Rochelle.
Morning, everybody. My name is Rochelle DiCrescenzo. I'm a physical therapist, and I specialize in a type of treatment called John Barnes myofascial release. So in our bodies, we have a fascial system, that system is really the architecture of our body. It's a three-dimensional connective tissue web that holds us all together. And when we talk about symptoms, we, very infrequently is the symptom the only problem, like the shoulder pain. So when I work with my patients, I really go beyond the symptom to look at the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. Someone a colleague of mine recently said, we're not bolted together. So when you just look at some symptom or some body part in isolation, it just never gets to the root cause. So I really work with my patients to get to the root cause and help them live a pain-free, active lifestyle. Thank you.
Randy's up.
Randy, M&T Bank, branch manager in Denville. So my goal is to help small businesses, big and small. So whether you've been around 2 weeks, 20 years, it doesn't matter. We're just really here to genuinely help and build a relationship with our clients. Going into the holidays, I would like to let everyone know, if you would like to put an extra $300 in your employees' pockets, give me a call. We have this program out that would be beneficial for you and your employees. And we're going to start rolling it out very shortly. So if you'd like, give me a call. My details are in the chat. Randy Morgan, M&T Bank, Denville. Thanks, guys.
Next up, Jeannie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante, and I have a company that's been in existence since 1988. And I'm really excited about my company because it is a combination or a portfolio of many companies. But today, I want to be able to highlight identity theft protection. And the reason that I want to highlight that is because a lot of people just don't understand the idea of what ID protection is. If you want to be educated on what ID protection is, give me a call. Let me educate you. Let me show you what it's all about. And then you can make an educated decision from there. Don't give them anything to steal. Get ID Seal. Thank you. Have a great day.
Next up, we have Jake.
Good morning, everyone. Jake Miola, Jake of all trades. Earlier today, we heard about something called a disruptive innovator, which just means that a new company came out and changed the way that a certain industry was done. For instance, Uber came out and it changed the entire taxi industry, the way we do things. I work with Legal Shield, which is a disruptive innovator of the legal system, where as opposed to you having to worry about paying an arm and a leg every time you need some advice about something, or you pay $2,000 to get your will done, health directives. Legal Shield is actually working for the people to have more access to their legal rights so that there are fewer injustices in the world. So if you're interested to hear how you can tap into the legal system with just a monthly fee, reach out to me today, jakeofalltrades.info. And next up is Anthony.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Guzman. I'm a risk consultant with USI Insurance Services. Our goal is to help business leaders with capital efficient commercial insurance using our risk management strategies, data analytics, and artificial intelligence. I focus mainly on emerging companies who are looking to scale up or scale down their businesses. We help them reduce their bottom line and reduce profit leaks. So if you know a business owner who's looking to scale up or scale down, have them reach out to me, Anthony Guzman with USI Insurance Services.
Next up, we have Jonathan.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan with Business Owner Browser. We essentially work with businesses to learn their people, processes, and tools and provide automation for them to make their lives easier, make their business run more smoothly, save time and save money. We do this by leveraging tax credits that people didn't know exist. So we take advantage of things that are already out there that you could get benefits from, essentially things along the lines of ADA compliance and other things like that. So book some time with us. We can teach you the art of the possible, and we can help improve and automate your business together. Next up is Erin.
Hey everyone, good morning. I'm Erin Myers. I'm with Keller Williams Metropolitan out of Morristown. I'm a residential realtor, and we are still in a very busy seller's market. We're seeing more buyers and renters than there are apartments and rentals and homes. But that doesn't mean that you can't make a move if you're interested. I have renters and buyers in multiple bid and offer situations winning and proceeding to close, which is exciting and fun. So if you or someone you know is interested in a move, curious about what this market landscape looks like for them in particular, I'd be happy to have a discussion with them. You can reach me anytime. My info is on the screen. And next up is Robert.
Robert isn't here today. We have Chris's deck, so we'll go right to Chris. Chris, you're up.
Everybody, Chris Flipper from On the Bus Sales Training, Coaching, and Consulting. And for the members that we have that go through our coaching process, I can tell you that most of them are up between 70 and 100% this year. So they're having good years and what we do work. So if you're interested in that kind of growth, maybe reach out to me. The biggest shiny objects we have are our virtual trade shows. Our next one is coming up December 3rd, and I will guarantee you it will be our best show ever. And we have some very interesting things coming around, including a new platform and our first corporate sponsor. So you won't want to miss it. Jeannie will be presenting, Danelle will be presenting, and I will, of course, be there, and you're all invited at no charge. I put the information in the chat. Thank you. Chris Flipper on the Bus Sales Training, Coaching, Consulting. Danelle is next.
Hey everyone, I'm Danelle Bingle, Upbeat Dance and Fitness. I help people have fun exercising and help make exercise accessible for everyone, even when they are not in the gym. Part of what I do is help create accountability communities. My next program will start January 18th. Some of what we do is we talk about the fact that we all know that we need to exercise. We all know that vegetables are good for us, but why don't we do these things? The best way to handle this is to be part of a community where you can set goals with other people and be held accountable to them. January is a great time to start. So please contact me if you'd like more information. Karen is next.
Morning, everyone. And Tracy, thank you for an amazing presentation. That was great. Too bad you couldn't have more time. My name is Karen Sammer, and I am a certified nutrition and health coach, and my business is called Your Power, Your Health, Nutrition and Health Coaching. I primarily work with women who live with or are at risk for developing chronic illness like heart disease or diabetes, obesity, anything that we can manage through lifestyle and nutrition. And I am currently offering a Black Friday special for a sugar detox that you can enroll in for November 30th. It's a 5-week program, or on January 4th, your choice. So if you know anybody who is completely addicted to sugar, which many people are, and would like to release that addiction, please have them get in touch with me. And next up is Tim.
Hi, everybody. And I will add my congrats to Tracy for a really incredible presentation. I am a working journalist for more than 25 years. I'm a professional storyteller. I'm an artist who uses images, sounds, words, and deep research to tell stories. My work has been recognized with many awards, including 3 Mid-Atlantic Regional Emmy Awards. I'm finishing up a project now for Washington Crossing State Park, New Jersey, and I will let you know more details to follow. And there's a rumor out that I will shoot anything except weddings and porn, and it's true. I will not shoot those. Next up, Drew.
All right, so Caitlin isn't here today. Caitlin is a mortgage assistant. Drew.
All right, hello everybody. I'm Drew Duraney, cost reduction expert, trusted advisor, and strategic partner. I left the hospital and healthcare industry space after 24 years to help businesses improve the bottom line by working with incumbent service providers and others to lower current expenses on those operating costs that are necessary to run a business effectively. 85% of businesses are burning money. They are spending more than they should on so many expenses that they're in jeopardy of failing. Some are burning so much that that they just don't know what to do. So we target vendors who have had no oversight or auditing. We try to keep them honest. They've been charging their customers whatever they want, and we pay it, no more. Drew Duraney with Schooley Mitchell. We increase your profits. We are your vendor watchdogs.
Yakov, you're up, sir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yakov Kazanis. I'm a 4-4 computer science major at Stevens Institute of Technology, and I'm the programming project lead at Project Scholarship, which is a platform to connect students and employers via projects pitched by employers. Students completing these projects get awarded scholarships of varying sizes, and it's a platform built by students for students. We're really trying to build out this platform piece by piece so that students such as me or anyone else for that fact don't have to go through the horrible process of getting scholarships paid for schools, because honestly, right now, I feel like I have to sell a kidney to get through the rest of my school. And I'm still a senior. Thank you for your time.
Excellent. And Robert, we moved to the back because we knew Robert is a public adjuster who actually is going to be out for the next couple of weeks. But if you need to seek a public adjuster, you can reach out directly to Robert. And with that, that is the end of this week's session. So we'll be ending the live stream now. Thank you so much for attending. Again, if you would like to be a guest, join us. Feel free to stop by relaxteams.com. You can find the website and directly get to the link to get to the